Hello and welcome to The News, bringing you the most commented on and most viewed Korean news stories of the moment that probably wouldn't make it into English otherwise. A 56-year-old taxi driver in Ulsan has been booked for assaulting a passenger. The reason? The passenger took too long in telling him his destination. On the 2nd of this month, just before 8 at night, the 39-year-old passenger got into the taxi and he just kept talking on his phone. The driver asked him where he wanted to go, but he couldn't get an answer fast enough. Eventually, they drove off, and the two argued about the situation, and according to the police, after arriving at their destination, the passenger didn't give one word of an apology and simply paid and left. This totally enraged the driver, and he ended up pushing the customer by his throat with his hand. A 43-year-old woman jumped over the railing at a department store in an attempt to commit suicide. She ended up crashing into an 11-year-old girl on the first floor. In Kurogu on Saturday the 18th, Ms. Kim went to meet her mother for lunch in the basement of the mall. She told her mother to wait for a bit, and she went up only to the second floor, where she made the 7-meter or 23-foot jump. The 11-year-old girl was walking when out of the blue Ms. Kim crashed into her. The poor girl hurt the right side of her head, and both of her knees were fractured. Ms. Kim broke a few teeth, but she will not suffer any permanent damage. According to the police, Ms. Kim has been suffering from depression for the last 20 years. She's been at a psychiatric hospital in the area near the mall for 6 months. She often tells her mother that she wants to die and that she suffers from auditory hallucinations. Police are interviewing witnesses and Ms. Kim's family to get the full story. Finally, 6 teenagers around the age of 16 in Busan have been booked without detention for a laundry list of crimes. On the 3rd of this month, a little after midnight, a group of teenagers broke into a car rental office through a window and took keys to the rental cars. They stole 3 cars and drove around without licenses. They ended up ditching the cars that night. Then a few nights later, on the 6th of this month, they broke into a different car rental lot and stole 2 more cars. Then they snatched a purse from a 29-year-old woman, and then they threatened a 60-year-old drunk guy and got 200,000 won out of him. Again, they ditched the cars. Police found the abandoned cars through the vehicle's GPS system. They took fingerprints and ended up catching the kids. They were booked this past Saturday. In their statement to the police, they said they were on school vacation and were trying to get money for entertainment expenses. In the hundreds of comments in the article, netizens expressed disbelief that these kids could commit so many crimes and be booked without detention. One comment reads, "If you're old enough to knowingly commit adult crimes, you're old enough to deal with adult punishments." Thank you for watching. Please feel free to leave comments or email. You can share this video wherever you'd like. You can find links to the stories in the description. See you next time.